Dillon Gabriel, man, Dillon Gabriel is making headlines, and not because of anything he said or anything he has done. We perceive Dillon Gabriel as pretty much a quiet guy, and we know that he's dealing with a lot because this is the NFL, and it's a competitive and it's an unforgiving sport, baby, or job in this matter, in his situation. And Dillon Gabriel's camp has been quiet since he's been benched for Shedeur Sanders and being Shedeur Sanders' backup quarterback. But now they are making some noise, and it's coming from his fiance. And all I can say, man, is the competitive juices are flowing. The competitive juices are flowing, man. Let's chalk this up to being competitive, right? Of course, Dillon Gabriel is not happy with Shedeur Sanders, but being Shedeur Sanders' backup. Dillon probably saw this coming a while ago. He knew it was coming. And some of his old comments may have been subliminal messages, and we just haven't picked up on them. You know, Dillon Gabriel underperformed when he got his chance, which led to people wanting to see 12 do his thing on the football field. But let me tell you, as an ex-NFL player, as an athlete, it really hurts when you so-called lose your position because of an injury, which is basically the reason Kevin Stefanski put Shedeur Sanders ahead of Dillon Gabriel. When you have an injury, you're going through some things. Who do we got here, man? Shedeur Sanders. Then we got Dillon Gabriel. Then we have Dillon Gabriel's fiance. There's two people that you can count on that a man will confide in when he needs some help, needs some support, needs some loving, and that's mom and your girlfriend. Everyone is tricked in trusting their girlfriend. Just right off the rip. Everyone trusts their girlfriend for whatever reason. All the men out here, we trust our girlfriend just right off the rip. And Dillon Gabriel's fiance, man, is stirring up the pot since he isn't starting anymore. And since he returned from concussion protocol. And people are noticing his fiance's energy for the team. It has shifted since Dillon Gabriel isn't starting anymore. And this is what is going on with Dillon Gabriel's fiance. Ms. Caswell on Sunday night shared a TikTok video of her picking out an outfit for the 49ers game, which she captioned, "Browns lose, what's new?" along with a crying with a laughter emoji. And despite plenty of criticism in the comments, she insisted her caption had no ill meaning behind it. She then stated, "I completely support the team 100%. Gotta laugh about these losses or else we'll cry," she wrote back to the fan who had said that they were disappointed in her caption and that she should support his team whether he is on it or not. That's Dillon Gabriel's team. And here is the so-called tweet or her going back and forth in the comments. And then someone says, "I love you and your content, but very disappointed in the caption. Need to support this team, whether he is in or not." And then she came back and said, "I completely support the team 100%. I gotta laugh about the losses or else we'll cry." My question is, did she have the same energy when Dillon Gabriel was at quarterback, basically? Of course not. She had the best attitude. She was hoping everything would go right. She wasn't putting no negative energy towards the team. But now, since Dillon Gabriel isn't starting and things aren't looking as good as they were in the past, she has something to say. And this is what I mean by confide in our loved ones and either your mother or the fiance.
It was another part on there too, where she said that actually everyone in the building wants him to play, but you won't know that because you never played in the NFL or you always been on the couch, right? That was another response she said to somebody commented on her post.
Exactly. And it's like, where was this energy at before? And all of a sudden, Shedeur Sanders loses a game, struggles a little bit against a very tough team, and boom, the week hasn't even started fully yet. And now we're hearing things coming from Dillon Gabriel's camp. And don't think she brought this up or came to this inclination on her own of how she's feeling about the Browns and losing and things like that. I'm sure Dillon Gabriel had a lot to say because pillow talking is a thing. When you have a fiance and a girlfriend, you're gonna pillow talk. That's a part of the game. So I know she's that energy that Dillon Gabriel has is rubbing off on his fiance a lot, and she couldn't hold back. She knew good doggone well that comment was going to garner some attention. I'm not going to say, yeah, she knew it was going to garner a lot of attention based on who her man is and what the competition that he's in and who he's in the competition with.
Well, her saying everybody in the building wants Dillon Gabriel to start, How credible is that? Or is that's your opinion? You just trying to put it out there to everybody. That's what the organization want. How credible is that? And then as Dillon
Exactly.
Gabriel, how do you feel about your girl putting that information out there if it is true?
And at the same time, with AI and all type of stuff, I read that and I was like, I didn't want to believe that, but allegedly this is coming from her. And if she did say that, it's just like, how many people love Shedeur Sanders, right? I'm sure there's just the same amount of people that love Shedeur Sanders in the facilities that love Dillon Gabriel, if not more. No one's in the battle to see who's loved more and who wants someone to play because they like them and they're likable. The game is about being competitive. Who can produce? Who can play the best? Who can help this team succeed against these other teams out there? Who can lead this team to glory or potentially the playoffs, Super Bowl, so on and so forth. It's not about how nice I can be when I walk to the facilities and I'm getting my lunch, I'm making my breakfast, and the cooks and the waiters and waitresses, they're so happy that I'm so nice to them. What is that all about? A little frustration is going on Dillon Gabriel's side because he had his chance. He had his opportunity over and over, time in, time out. What more do you need to prove that you have the potential to be a starting quarterback in the NFL? And he failed, basically. And at the end of the day, Shedeur just needs to put together a good game against the Titans and shut all the haters down, shut them up, and so we can go on and celebrate and have this positive energy run that we had when Shedeur came in and beat the Raiders the other week. That was a good week. But just imagine if Shedeur Sanders had a fiance and she would have said something, or the Browns when Dillon Gabriel was a starting quarterback.
Man,
we would be hearing new rules in NFL about family members speaking out about other players and teams and so on and so forth. You might be applying new fines because of all the support that Shedeur Sanders get and the attention that tweet probably would have gotten. And I think it's fair, man. And it's only right that Dillon Gabriel comes out and he reprimands this tweet, or he shuts this tweet down and let everyone know he has nothing to do with this tweet. He has nothing to do with what his family members say. He doesn't support that tweet. And basically he cussed his fiance out for doing something like that. You know what I mean? Like, don't be making me look bad. This is my situation. I had opportunity. But at the end of the day, I know it hurts, man. I know it hurts to lose your job when you're basically hurt, because you're not supposed to lose your job technically when you're hurt, right? But it's the same situation. Shedeur Sanders, he got number 12. Tom Brady wore number 12. Drew Bledsoe went down with an injury. And Tom Brady wasn't supposed to play or take over the job, because you're not supposed to lose your job when you're injured. But when you see that the talent is different, as a coach, you have to make an executive decision. You know, Wake Shedeur came in slinging that football left and right, man, with the big play opportunity. Hey, let's go Shedeur, man. But
I know that play had to hurt when Dillon Gabriel got in for a play and Shedeur came and tapped him back out. He's about to call the play and everything. I don't know.
Yeah, part of situations like that, man. Let me tell you, man. Hey, it's funny story. When I was in college, man, that Davin Bush, actually, man, is the Davin Bush, right? The brothers. He actually played for the Cleveland Browns right now. So me and his older brother, his big brother, Davin Bush, sorry, he played cornerback with me in the University of Central Florida. But when I come to University of Central Florida, he's already there. He's a senior and I'm a freshman. Or he's a junior and I'm a freshman. One or the other. I think he's a junior, right? So I'm coming in, I'm trying to earn me a starting role. So we had a production chart, and pretty much the side that he was on was the side that I can compete for and win a job, right? And so we battled out. So I had to move up the chart. Coach pretty much have us neck and neck as the starters. I think I'm a sophomore at this time, and he's a senior. It's kind of messed up because he wanted to pursue his NFL career and things like that, and I'm in the way. I want to pursue my NFL career, right? So, boom, we battled out during training camp and things like that, and now I'm the starter, right? I'm the starter my sophomore year at the University of Central Florida. But the game comes, right? First couple of games. I think it was the first or second game. I don't do as well in my first game. I'm just learning cornerback. I played quarterback pretty much my whole life, and now I'm playing cornerback. I don't do as well. So coach makes the switch back. He gives the senior back his job, but we're still rotating in, right? But when he does bad, coach will tell me to go in the game. So when coach tells me to go in the game, he doesn't want to come out. He's looking around, acting crazy. He doesn't see me. And you will see us literally in the middle of the field fighting about who is supposed to be in the game and who's supposed to come out. And it would be so hilarious because our team, it was pretty much the only position that had one of the toughest battles during training camp or the season was me and him. So our team would basically be laughing at us because they know exactly what is going on. And they look at these two clowns about to get us a penalty because they fighting over the position. At the same time, it's competitive, and it was cool that we wanted to play so bad and get out there on the field, but it was just one of those funny scenarios. But that was funny what Dillon Gabriel was doing. He looked down at that. Hey, Shador had to walk up to him and tap him. Hey, bro. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. He was back in that mindset that he was the starting quarterback, and that was his job and his team and things like that. You back to reality, man. But Shador got a good game coming up against Tennessee Titans and Cam Ward, man, #1 pick overall, man. And I can't wait to see those two young gunners go at it. And it's going to be an exciting game. And we're going to be talking about it. We're going to have a lot to say and see about the future of these two quarterbacks and what they can bring for their team and things like that, man. So.